Hey there and welcome. If you are here, there's a good chance you're tired of feeling like food is controlling you. You are not alone. You've probably tried everything: low carb, no sugar, intuitive eating, fasting, counting points, tracking calories, and maybe they worked for a little while, but sooner or later the cravings always come back. That moment when you're not even hungry, but you're standing in the kitchen again, reaching for something to make you feel better. And then the guilt sets in. So today I want to tell you the truth. You don't need more willpower. You don't need another diet. You need something entirely different. So let's talk about what that is. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Liz. I help women overcome emotional stress and binge eating. And I'm hoping to grow this channel and help lots and lots of women over 35 break the cycle of emotional eating and finally repair the relationship with food and your body. So let's get into it. Why willpower doesn't work. So first, let's clear something up. Willpower is a short-term survival tool, not a long-term solution. You can use it to push through a tough day, avoid a donut, say no to dessert for a week, but when you're tired, stressed, or emotionally overwhelmed, willpower disappears. Because emotional eating isn't about logic. It's about emotional overload. It's about your nervous system trying to help you cope. So the more you rely on willpower, the more exhausted you feel and the more likely you are to snap under pressure. So why diets backfire? Let's talk about diets. Diets tell you what to eat, when to eat, how much to eat, but they don't ask the most important question. Why are you eating in the first place? For many women, emotional eating has nothing to do with physical hunger. It's about emotional hunger, the kind that comes from feeling overwhelmed at work, feeling invisible in your relationship, feeling like you're holding everything together and no one sees you. Anyone? Or just feeling empty and needing something sweet to fill the silence. Diets ignore all of that. So even when you follow the rules perfectly, your emotions eventually rise up and pull you off track. And then comes the guilt, the shame, the belief that you're the problem. You're not the problem. So what does work? What works is learning to understand what your emotional eating is actually trying to do for you. Because believe it or not, that late night snacking, that mindless scrolling followed by mindless eating, that afternoon trip to the pantry even though you just had lunch, it's not self-sabotage, it's self-protection. Your brain and body are trying to regulate emotional stress in the fastest way they know how: food. You learned it somewhere. So what works now is learning how to feel safe in your body so food isn't your only coping mechanism. So step 1, notice the pattern without shame. The first step is to get curious, not critical. Next time you find yourself eating when you're not hungry, pause and ask, what am I feeling right now? What just happened before this craving hit? What do I really need right now? What am I missing? Maybe a void or a hole that I'm trying to fill. These questions help you slow down the automatic response and bring awareness to what's actually going on beneath the surface. Step 2, understand the nervous system. Here's something nobody tells you in traditional diet programs. When your nervous system feels unsafe, when you're stressed, anxious, disconnected, or overwhelmed, it triggers the part of your brain that wants fast comfort. And food is familiar, fast, and socially acceptable as a way to get that comfort. So the real solution isn't to fight the craving, it's to regulate your stress and restore a sense of emotional safety. Things like grounding yourself in your body, taking 3 long, deep breaths, placing your hand on your heart and asking, what do I need right now? Sitting with yourself and listening to what your body has to tell you. Creating new, nourishing habits that help you feel cared for and seen are the answer. Over time, your cravings lose their power because your body learns a new way to feel okay. Step number 3, build a new relationship with food and with yourself. This work isn't about control, it's about connection. You're not meant to be at war with food. Food is not your enemy. It's just been doing a job on your emotional life that needed to be done. When you build a relationship with yourself that includes self-compassion, emotional awareness, and nervous system care, your food patterns begin to shift naturally, followed by your weight. Not because you're forcing them, but because you've changed the internal conditions that were driving them. So, final thoughts. How do you stop emotional eating without willpower or diets? You heal what's underneath. You stop trying to control the symptoms and start meeting your real emotional needs. You create safety inside your body so food doesn't have to do that job anymore. This is deeper work, but it's the work that creates real, lasting freedom. And if that's what you're craving, I invite you to start that journey with me. You can grab my free resource if you look in the description below to take the first step. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this content. Share this video if it helped you, because healing emotional eating isn't about fixing yourself. It's about finally listening to yourself and your body. And that changes everything. Until next time, I send you love, healing, and peace.